things and stuff.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
More buttons.
Yes, press buttons. We're live. Do you know we're live?
Would you like to join with the computer audio or your voice audio? Are you sure you want to join this meeting? This meeting is
So
now
many
on live.
things.
Do you want to leave this meeting? I'm like, stop with the buttons.
We just want
One
to
button.
We just
One
want
button.
So,
One
everybody,
is sufficient.
welcome to this month's mid-month motivation. So if you're looking for some motivation to get a knitting project done, maybe to start one, you are in the right spot, because we are going to sit and we're going to knit and chat for the next probably hour and a half.
Likely, yes.
And yeah,
Knowing
so
us.
time. Pull out a project. Well, pull out a project. Now there it is. When I said that, pull out, I meant get it out of your project bag, sit back and knit it. But
why
pull
do you
out
bother with this?
is
Keep going. I'm fine.
Oh, you're taking. She's stripping already.
So, why did I even bother?
I have a project that I have to rip out.
Oh no. Well, I mean, if you need to rip it out for bad reasons. Oh no. If you need to rip it out because, oh dear heavens, no thank you. Yes, go you.
Well, it's a whole.
It's a tale of woe.
It's sad. It's, well, yes, it
We're
is.
good with the tales.
Have you, well, we should say hello. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my screen set up here.
Hi, guys.
Sorry, Jocelyn, I'm moving you off screen so I can
Okay, bye, guys.
I'll move you back a little bit, Chair.
Okay.
Hi, I see Sabrina and Sally and Susanna and Diane.
Good.
Amber. Good. So hello, ladies. How are you, Amber? I know you've been feeling under the weather lately. How are you doing? Oh, Nikki's here.
Good.
Oh, Diane's working on her, is that a skirt that I ripped apart 3 times? Now it's on track. Well, that's good. Sometimes 3 is that magic number. It does take a few restarts, doesn't it? To get all the kinks worked out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, oh, Louise is here. Hi. All right. So do you want to hear my sad tale?
I'm always up for a story of drama.
Well, drama it is. Okay.
Excellent.
So
none of these easy victories, people. It's drama all the way.
So do you guys remember this really pretty, this Drops Wish yarn? It was a new start. It was a new start Monday. I can tell you exactly when, because I have my trusty whiteboard right here.
Good,
and it's telling me that these wish mitts were last Monday. Monday.
It's really recent. Okay.
A whole week ago.
A whole week ago. Okay.
And I needed my whiteboard to tell me that. So this is the stuff. So initially there was an issue with the yarn, right?
Okay.
How would it be sturdy? Would it be good for mitts? Because it is this coarse spun and it apparently pills really, really bad. So I haven't even got to the wearing part of this. I decided to knit a drops pattern.
Okay.
Is anybody else going, ooh, Louise, that was a bad decision?
I mean, internally, yes, but externally, I'm going to give you some support, some love, some faith in your decisions.
I have not knit a drops pattern for a really, really long time, and it is the pattern. So Drops makes this lovely yarn. I am loving the yarn. It's wonderful. The pattern. I'm not going to say, I had a word almost pop out of my mouth, and I'm not going to say that.
It is not for you. I'm
not enjoying it because, oh my God, this word wants to come out so bad.
I mean, I'm a mean human being. We all know this, guys. Like, y'all know me. You know, I am not a kind soul. I am the make fun of you in line at Starbucks person. I am comfortable with my crotchety old ways. I bypassed all of that Be Nice 2030 range and I went straight to I don't care Grandma 60. So I'm now just waiting for my age to match my personality.
Okay. Well, here, I need to see this. So, Amber said that she's good and back to work today. And yesterday, so my week was very short. Oh, and tomorrow's a PD day. Oh my gosh, so you get a knitting day.
Good.
Sally says woohoo for the whiteboard. I know 3 weeks in and I've got it up to date. But where did
Wonderful.
Diane? Diane says it's a free drops pattern that is crochet and change to knitting. Well, that may just explain it. Oh, right there. Because oh, Susanna says the pattern leaves much to be desired. Yes.
It's a good way to phrase it.
Well, so I mean, there's just so many things. Like my biggest issue with it at the moment is the mitt doesn't fit. I decided to
Okay.
knit it by, like, I read the pattern. There was a wonky thing after the ribbing, and I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. The pattern, the mitt really doesn't fit. It's too tight. But my biggest issue, and when, can you see the thumb opening?
I can. It's a little weird.
Like,
How big is your thumb?
exactly.
That opening is
Look at this.
large.
There is the opening.
Okay.
There is my thumb.
Yeah, that's a bit big.
I know. And so, and I knew it when I was doing it, when I was sliding all these stitches on, I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, trust the pattern. Maybe it's supposed to miraculously, when you actually get to the thumb, maybe there's some magical part of picking up stitches and decreasing that makes it fit properly, but I'm not even getting to that point. I'm pulling this out. Back
Yeah,
to the ribbing.
if it's too small, obviously you need to do an increase round. And you need to change that thumb gusset so that it's not
Oh.
gargantuan to the size of your
I know,
hand.
right? So they actually had me decrease stitches after the
That
ribbing.
might be why.
I'm like,
That
I
or they have really big ribbing for some reason.
don't know, but who wants a big ribbing? You want a
I mean,
you want a
you wa-
tight ribbing, so you
You
don't
want
want.
snug ribbing.
Blah! I know.
Now, I
it
mean,
is-
as far as the whole crochet to knitting thing goes, I don't have a problem with that. If half the pattern's knitting and half the pattern's crochet, they're beautiful patterns. They just
Oh
have to
my
be
goodness.
written right.
Well, see, maybe something was lost in translation.
Which is possible because I know, like, I'm designing a knitting / crochet pattern, and there's nothing wrong with it. You just have to know the basics of knitting and the basics of crochet, and most of us
Yeah.
do.
I don't know.
So
Anyway,
it'll be fine, but you have to be very careful when you're switching from one to the other to very, very clearly specify that this is your change. You're doing this now, and
yeah,
it's a different technique. So stop, give yourself 30 seconds, and then move forward.
I don't know. It's just yeah, somebody said, who was it? Anne said, so I wouldn't recommend the pattern.
Well,
No.
I have some problems with drops overall.
Well, I do too. I mean, this is not the first time I've had this happen, that it just doesn't make sense. It
There
doesn't
is
fit. It's
been some not insignificant amounts of designers saying drops has stolen pattern ideas from them and made free copies. So, like, I personally don't work with drops
Well,
patterns because I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't know. And I had somebody mention that to me as well. They said, do you think it's a pattern that they have borrowed?
I don't
And
know. I don't know.
switched it up.
I
and
honestly
then-
don't know. But I
and
mean,
that is the first time that I've heard that about drops.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really not.
so, like, I tend to just vary on the side of safe for that
Yeah.
because I'd hate to do that to somebody. I mean, if I've done it unknowingly, then I've done it unknowingly.
Well, trust me, nobody would want to borrow this pattern because it sucks.
See, there you said it. Okay,
No, it does. It's like
but decreasing after ribbing, I'm not okay.
and I know
weird.
that, isn't that every knitter I have said that to, you can just see their expression. Like before they even say a word, you can see them go, what? Like their eyes, it's like this is written all over the face. And I'm like, I know, right? Like,
See, like, increasing after ribbing makes sense because I tend to do very snug ribbing and then I increase.
Exactly. I don't know. So I'm
I
just
don't decrease.
no. I'm like, what? And the thing is that so I did go a smaller needle because I knit so loose. So could you imagine the size of this thumb hole if I'd actually used a bigger needle?
That'd be huge.
I mean, it might have helped the mitt fit a little bit better, but I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna pull it back. I love the ribbing. One by one ribbing. It knit up beautifully.
Yeah.
So the
I
ribbing's
mean,
lovely.
as far as pilling goes, if you've got a nice tight gauge, let's be honest, you don't have little kids. You don't like your mittens are to go on your hands to get you to the car, to get you to your work.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna be making a snowman or going
The most
sledding.
strenuous thing might be holding a grocery bag.
Yeah. And
You're not at a stage where your mitts have to be Kevlar because you do all the things. It's not necessary
No.
for you.
and I don't know. I'm not too worried. If they pill,
They pill, whatever.
yeah,
It's
you know,
fine.
I'll clean them off and away you go. And so I thought it would be a good, right? It's going to be a good test for this yarn to see how it wears because mitts
Sure.
do take a lot of wear and tear.
They do take some wear and tear. Yeah.
But
I don't think they take as much as socks do. Like socks take your feet.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
know how people treat their feet, and people treat their feet like garbage.
yeah. So that's a lot. That
Like,
they,
your socks take serious wear and tear. Your clothing, like if you do stuff for a living, takes wear and tear.
yeah.
I regularly hang out with small humans in the summertime. My summer clothes take a beating because a toddler doesn't care. I have several friends who had kids in the pandemic, so like I mean toddler, like 2, 3. That's the age they're getting to, right?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
youngest is 1.5 or something. Like they're full on grabbing my skirts and yanking because that's the age they're in.
Yep,
But like
that's
my
right.
winter clothes, the most danger they're in from is being napped on by a cat.
Yes.
So like
Uh,
it's different levels of wear.
yes, exactly. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Susanna went to knit afternoon at Ancient Arts Yarns.
Jealous. I love those
I-
guys so much, and I love their yarn so much. Like, oh,
Did you come home with some yarns, Susanna?
oh,
That's like going to Little Red Mitten, and they
oh,
sometimes they have knit night in the sock room with like all the sock yarn, and I
oh, so
swear
dangerous.
it
So
talks
dangerous.
to you, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, I keep meeting.
yeah. Have
And
you?
one of these times when I run across the Ancient Art Yarns booth at a festival or fair, I am going to buy a sweater quantity of yarn because they
Oh,
have such a beautiful range
they
of
do.
chocolate browns and rusty pumpkin oranges. And everywhere I've looked, nothing's come close. And I want to find your fade cardigan, like the big shawl cardigan in that pumpkin harvest rusty
Oh,
orange brown range. Yes, I'll look like a 70s Chesterfield. That's fine, guys. It's totally my jam. And I want that. I
I'm
want
okay
it
with that
so bad.
too.
Me and Daddy have been looking for years, but we've never found anything that even comes close. So I'm just like, I gotta commit. I just gotta commit and I gotta go
Well,
get that yarn.
that would be a perfect Halloween fall project, like sweater for you to wear.
So me. It's so me. It's not even funny
Yeah.
how me it is. It's just so me.
Absolutely.
Like, okay.
Have you guys seen Amber's mitts that she's knitting? She's posted them in the Fiber Friends group.
Did you
And
post them today?
well, I don't know, over the last couple of days. And what were they,
I
Amber?
don't check
Because Amber,
Facebook very often.
Amber says that she's making mittens. Oh, Amber, you're going to the mitten tomorrow so you can get more yarn for mittens.
Mittens are fun.
That's good. Yeah,
I
I need-
might be wearing the ones Jen made me. Jen made me mittens. She made me Icelandic pointy woolly, really fuzzy woolly colorwork mittens in white and red.
Nice.
They match my coat.
That's fantastic.
I
Well-
might wear them all the time. They get copious amounts of compliments when people see them.
Aw. Well, yeah, her work's always wonderful.
She also vacuum packed and sent me a ball of yarn, and I was very confused.
Oh, well, that's all right.
I was like, why is this workplace sending me an envelope?
Hmm.
So, and I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm so confused. My building manager's like, Why are you confused? I'm like, I don't do anything with these people, but it's got my name on it. So like it was meant for me. I get into the apartment and I'm like, you dum dum. It's Jen's workplace. Open up your package. First time ever getting vacuum packed yarn. It was super fun to open it and go,
Isn't it? And then you see it all come back to life.
so
Yeah.
good. It's actually for my Easy V sweater.
Oh,
We were
is
looking
it?
at the colors I had, and she had a skein of Atlantic blue to go with the green that I have, and the grays that I have, and the whites
Yeah.
that I have. So it's going to be green body with a gray stripe and a brown blue stripe and a white stripe in the Easy V in the colorwork section. It's going to
Yeah.
look so good.
Look at this. I'm back.
Good. I know how to count.
Look at that. I'm
Good.
back to this. Look at this lovely 1x1 ribbing. Now this looks like a mint, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Doesn't that looks beautiful. Perfect. All right. I'm back on track.
I have no such woes.
And I'm going to just knit my own because like, yeah, enough of that. Anyways, so oh yeah, back to Amber's mitts. If you
Okay.
haven't seen them, should go to Fiber Friends and search Amber's name, and then her post will come up because they're really cute. So what are they, Amber? You said hedgehogs and foxes.
Oh, those
So-
are adorable.
It's cute, yeah. So it's just like a brown mitt, and then where you start to decrease, like so it looks like a triangle. It's done in white, and then she's got like little eyes, and then a little nose of some point, like at the
Oh.
fingertip.
That'd be
I
so
know.
cute.
It is so cute. I imagine, Amber, when you go to work, the kids must love when you wear those. Very, very fun.
I gotta decide if I've got enough time to make my sister mittens before her birthday.
Yes, you do. Mittens.
It's the 10th of February.
Oh
You
my
don't
God.
understand. My
You guys-
father is the 12th of February. The niece's boyfriend is the 4th of February. There's no freaking break for me in February. We have on the 9th, we start the Sweater Week Challenge. I'm like, what is with February, people?
Well, and you know what? February is even going to be busier because there is a very good chance
Uh-oh.
that Sock Madness is going to start in the middle of our 2-week sweater challenge.
Oh, well, I'm not doing that, so that's fine.
I know, but I am.
Oh, that sounds like a personal problem.
Jocelyn's like secretly going ka-ching. Odds of
Yes.
me getting this done before Louise have just increased.
It's my race to lose. Okay.
So, okay, so here I got to do a little plug then for Sock Madness. I'm
Of course,
sure
please.
you guys, is there anybody here who has not heard me talk about Sock Madness?
I'd be shocked.
I know. I think
Yeah.
everybody has over the last couple of years, right? They probably 2 years ago I was talking about it saying, oh no, that's not for me. I'm not going to do it. And then last year, Karen finally wore me down and I signed up, and then I was obsessed with them. Now, mind you, I did not get very far. I knit 2 pairs of socks, but it was so much fun that I am signing up again. I've got it in my calendar. I have a reminder for February 1st. February 1st to February 14th is sign up. So if you're excited, and then put it in your calendar, put it in your phone. They're doing right now, they're doing the warm-up sock pattern is out. So
So much socks.
I know, so I don't think I'm going to do the warm-up, but I downloaded the pattern, so I'll have it. I feel like, okay, you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong. I feel like if I knit the warm-up pattern, I'm going to use all my sock knitting mojo up before the competition starts.
I think a better way for you to do your warm up, air quotes,
Yeah.
is to finish a pair. Get into that high from finishing, so that you finish a pair just the week before, or you finish a couple pairs between now, because you got like the singular
Ooh.
socks, right? Like they just need a sock to get yourself into that mode of when I come home from work, what I work on is my sock, so that when
Yeah.
madness starts, you've already got that time in your schedule, so you're already programmed to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, like see, to me that makes more sense.
Oh, I like that because I'm supposed to have a sock done, and maybe I already have it done because in 2 weeks' time is
We'll
our
find out.
check-in. So maybe I
Did you
have
knit one sock? Did I knit a singular leg warmer?
we set very
Who
low.
knows? Guys, I was busy this month, okay?
I know. Well, I know. So we'll have to see.
And the pattern release I wanted to do this week, like early next week, has been delayed because it's fucking Diana's birthday present. I'm sorry, I swore. Birthday present, Christmas present, so I can't release it till she has it.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
can't talk about it till then. Grumpy pants are going on right now. Grumpy pants.
Ooh. Oh, Sally says we could change the date for your sweater challenge. No.
No.
That is no, we can't do that.
We've got it worked out.
But
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine because the sock madness, the first sock is the qualifying sock, and
So you have the full 2 weeks, right?
you have the full 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that if registration, like, well, signups go to the 14th. And then I'm thinking they'll have to have a couple of days to get everybody slotted onto teams and finalized. So that should take a while, a few more days.
Yeah.
So the 16th is our midpoint check-in.
Yes.
So even if it started on the 16th and went for 2 weeks,
You still have a solid week after we're done the sweater
after
to
we're done the
devote
sweater. So
just a sock.
yeah, so I think I can
That's not too
I can
bad.
get that all in there.
I think the big trick will be is because if the signups are to the 14th,
Mhm.
they know for sure 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th are full on sweater days. Front load your sweater work. And like you live sweater for that chunk of days. So that way, if it drops for whatever reason on the 15th, you can still sort of sneak it in bits and pieces because you front loaded some of that sweater work.
I think I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
But then there is one other little complication in there
Of course
that
it is.
I should be preparing for now. I know what you guys are gonna tell me. Anita's baby shower is February 18th. And I was thinking that, of course, I would have a bazillion knitted things wrapped up for her baby shower.
Make them your New Start Mondays.
I know. So I should.
They're gonna have to be your New Start Mondays.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have
the
to
only way to
start
work
those.
it. Yeah.
But
And I mean,
know
if you, well, mind you, it also helps a bit because they're also very small knits. So if you start with like like your baby sweater, and really don't make a newborn size.
Oh no.
Don't. The lowest you should ever make is 3 months.
Yeah.
They don't stay newborn long enough for it to be a thing.
No.
I was 3 months. But even a 3-month sweater on a New Start Monday, you could do that in a week.
Yeah. That's what
easy.
I need to sit and plan this out because all of a sudden well, a couple nights ago, maybe on the weekend, I can't remember what day it is, but I sat and I went through the Sock Madness Ravelry thread because there was a lot of posts in there, you guys. They've been doing, they actually did a test knit thingy. It's closed now, so that isn't going on anymore. But the first 2 weeks of January, you could pick any pattern that had been a competition pattern, knit it, do your Ravelry page, knit the sock to all the specifications, and then post it in this Ravelry thread. And one of the moderators would go through and look at the sock and critique it just as if they were doing it for the competition.
Oh, like a super warm up.
Yeah, so that was fun. So there was I scrolled through and looked at all those socks and saw what people were doing. And a lot of people, it was their first time doing Sock Madness. So it was a good
test run,
practice run for them. Yeah. And anyway, so yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on in the Sock Madness thread. People are really getting ready. The list of materials is out. So they tell you there's 7 rounds plus the qualifier, I think. So there's 8 sock. They just call them sock A, B, C, D, E. And it tells you the yardage. It tells you like there's 2 pairs of socks. You're going to need beads. And so you can start gathering your materials and stuff now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I've got to work on that on Sunday just to kind of get some things ready. So I'm prepared.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to go super far because I want to qualify and I want to see if I can get round 1 socks done and qualify for round 2.
Sure.
I doubt that I'll go through onto round 2, but if I can qualify and get through round 1, I would be happy. So, oh, and you're not going to do sock madness. I'm guessing that's what that means. Susanna, what are you? I saw Susanna posting a ton in here.
Uh-oh.
So DK, what is, oh my goodness, Susanna. Oh yeah, so Susanna said she got yarn for January. That's exciting. Oh, and I got 2 skeins of latte popular. Is that popular? Is that the colorway? It's DK, she says, squishy goodness. Sock Club for January 2023. Okay, yeah, so that's awesome.
I know I'm getting the first January sock club from Erin next week. Because the designer comes over for coffee. So it just happens at some point in the month. The yarn dyer comes over and we sit and we have an afternoon. So that's whenever that happens for us in the month, that's when I get the sock club. And I mean, I went DK tweed this year, so I'm getting a skein of DK tweed every month. Because I have a lot of sock. So
that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Susanna got a bag too. Nice. Nice. Oh, Nikki, you got to run. Oh my goodness. Marvel's awake. It's super late for you guys, isn't it?
That's late for Marvel. Yeah, they're out on the East Coast.
Oh, well, have a good night, Nikki. Hopefully Marvel gets back to bed soon. Oh my goodness. I remember those days. All you desperately want your kids to do is just go to sleep.
Spend the first 2 years teaching them to walk, talk, and be active. You spend the next 16 telling them to sit down, be quiet, and go to sleep.
That's right. I know. How dare they use all those skills that you so desperately try to teach them? Think for themselves, be independent.
My mom wants to keep dad busy. So right now it's emails to dad going, hey, here's this weird thing made of wood. Can you make one of those for me? He's like, where are all these suggestions coming in from? And I'm like, Mom says you want to learn new things. So here you go. Here's something weird that's made out of wood that I would love to have. Yeah, you probably have no idea what it is. Like clappers. They're not fancy. Ooh. They're wood. They're pieces of wood.
Yeah.
About palm length, a little bit longer than palm length. A good solid wood, not varnished or nothing. Little groove handles on the side of them. Yeah. And you put them down on top of freshly ironed seams. So heavier things like wools and your woven fabrics have a weight on them while they're cooling. And the heat just distributes up through the wood because it's not varnished. It doesn't damage any fibers. And that makes your seams flatter.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you just put it down, press lightly, and leave it for a hot second, and then move it down farther as you're ironing, right? Nothing complicated, nothing fancy. I've never owned one. So he made me 3.
For you?
He made me 3.
That's awesome.
My dad knows how much I lose stuff. But then again, he didn't even blink an eyeball when I said, can I get a shop vac full of sawdust in a Ziploc bag? He just went, okay. Just filled it up and said, didn't even ask why. Love that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, Susanna got some Erin's yarn too. Oh, so some is Erin's and some is Ancient Arts. Very fun. Susanna, it sounds like you had a wonderful day.
Which is good. Susanna's been working a lot.
Well, then, yes. You need
totally earned a day off.
That's wonderful. That's good. So what is everybody else working on? Oh, I see Liz has popped in here.
Hey, Liz.
So anybody else? Is anybody here doing Sock Madness?
1 year, I'm going to talk you into that 365-day Granny Square challenge.
Oh, I know.
1 day.
One day we're gonna do that.
That's about the only thing I would do twice, and only if you're doing it with me. Because I've already done it once. It's like I've already completed the challenge.
All right, maybe I'll think about it. Seriously.
And Diana will warn you that I win.
Well, I'm sure that would happen.
Oh, she stopped around day 90. And I finished the full year, so I think it was day
Whoa.
90.
I
Think she
don't
almost made
know.
it.
One a day.
One a day.
So you don't have to start at January 1st, do you?
Oh no, like the challenge has been over for ages. Like you could start whatever day one is for you, day one is for
Right.
you. And you go from there. And it's not saying that like if you miss a day, oh no, that's it, it's over. Just make 2 the next day.
Oh, okay. Now I like that because um how hard, like, do the squares get harder as the time
Yeah.
goes on?
You're never learning more than 1 stitch at a time. So like the first day is the hardest if you've never crocheted before. But it's a basic granny square. Then they teach you how to do a granny square but change colors. Then you teach you how to do a granny square, but they added a different stitch in. So
Yeah.
you're never doing anything other than the basic granny square, but you know, maybe one day you learn to do a treble stitch, or you learn to do a puff stitch, or you learn to stitch through the back loop or stitch through the front loop. You know, but it's never more than one thing every day. So they can stack techniques, but you only have one new thing to figure out.
And how am I going to do this all by myself?
That's why I said it. The only reason I would do it was because if you needed a buddy, an
Oh,
accountability
that's the
partner.
only reason, just to help me?
Yeah, I've already done it. I'll do it again. Makes a great blanket.
Hmm. Oh, it's so
What am I doing?
tempting. It is so tempting.
You don't have time right now. You have to baby knit.
I know. I
We'll
know. I
revisit
know.
in the summer
I need to
once
win
Sock
the
Madness is
lottery.
over.
Need to win the lottery so that I could just stay home.
Craft.
Yes. Yes. Why does my stitch count not work out? Does anybody on the other side of this computer screen know why my stitch count does not work out?
When I look at Diana, I go, "Where did I put my scissors?" She's like, "I don't know. Down there on a frame." I'm like,
Oh
I
my
mean, you're not wrong.
goodness.
Odds are good. That's where they are.
Oh my word. Okay. I don't know.
Or I'll phone my mom. Have you seen my glasses today? Mom's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Sabrina said she would do the Granny Square challenge.
It's a great way to learn. And if you
Okay.
do it with scraps and you like scrappy blankets, throw it
Oh,
together in a blanket. Maybe you want to do like patchwork cardigans like Diana makes.
well,
And tie
and
them
you know
together.
what? You know what? My nephew and my niece have started crocheting. There was before, I think it was a couple weeks before Christmas. Lauren sent me a little video and she's like, look what we're doing. And so she took a quick video of Nathan. They were both sitting on the couch and I think they had YouTube up and Nathan was crocheting and Lauren held up, she had a scarf that she was doing.
Yeah. Oh, crochet's huge amongst the youngsters. Like it's all over
Yeah.
TikTok and stuff. Like my niece is messaging me all the time at school going, my friends love my new cardigan. They get so cool. I'm like, the crocheted hand-dyed balloon sleeve cardigan I made you? She's like, yeah, you're hip. I'm like, okay. What do I know?
Isn't that crazy how
That hand knit things are such a thing for the young generation. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So I know. So I'm just sitting here thinking, oh, I wonder if Nathan or Lauren would want to do that along with us.
Yeah, because I did mine fully out of scrap yarn and I sewed them all up and gave them away. Like I donated them to the homeless shelters in the city in single size like bed. So like several blankets got made out of the 300 that I had. But I've been thinking about
how big are your granny squares? Do you remember? Like, are they 12 by 12? Are they 8 or 6 or?
6, maybe
Yeah. Okay.
4 to 6.
Okay. So small. So
They're small.
well, I mean, I guess they would have to be, right? Because you couldn't do a 12-inch one in a day, could you? That would
That'd be
just
too
not
much.
be-
Too much.
That's not really.
And again, like when you know you're going out to the cabin, do your squares before you go.
Yes. Yes. Get kind of work ahead. But see, that is, Jocelyn, have you met me? You have not, well, not in person.
Not
but
in person, but
You have
yeah,
not met me, but you
I
know
know.
me.
I know you. Yes. You're a
Am I
lot like Diana in that way. I know.
I want to be organized. I would love to have my week squares done before I go. Every that
I have to. I have to. I can't. I can't. Like
I
I
would-
don't mind playing catch up like a day here or a day there. Like it's just a day gets away with me from me, whatever, it's fine. But like I had the surgery the year I did the 365, and it was the same
Oh,
year we started podcasting. So like I had a major abdominal surgery. So like I had
right.
to be ahead before my surgery. And I felt like garbage, guys. Like I was going on almost a year. Got close to a year, 9 months. Maybe nine, it was 8 months before I saw the surgeon to book my surgery date. So like closer to 10 months by the time I actually got in to have the surgery. So like I dropped 80 pounds. I was that sick. Like I was sick.
Mm,
I was sick and in a lot of pain for 2/3 of a year. So like I made sure I was ahead on squares because I had no idea how long it was going to take me to recover to the point to want to crochet.
right. Well, that's okay. Well, let's hope nobody runs into that situation.
That's why my brain's like, anybody can do this. Anybody can do this challenge. Anybody can. If I
Anybody?
can manage it during that,
Well, that is encouraging.
I know it's doable. I should, especially since like 4 weeks before I started, my very first square was a diamond shape. Like it was trapezoidal. It did not do well. It was like the second thing I ever crocheted in my life was that first granny square.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then you're really making me think I can do this.
Yeah, it's doable. You watch the videos and you go one step at a time. Hello, kitten.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, I see Nancy's typed in here that she's casting on a zigzag scarf. Oh, a Mary Maxim pattern. Nice.
That sounds like fun. Ma'am, you're going to have to wait for your
Oh.
greenies till later.
Okay, yeah. So Susanna says,
Don't give me green eyeballs. Hello, kitten.
what is the name? I can't even begin to pronounce this. Susanna's making a necklace, and that's what she got the ancient arts for. Yeah. Yes, I agree, Susanna. Can you post a picture of it so we can see
Yeah. Picture,
in the Fiber
please.
Friends group?
Yeah, picture on the Facebook
That
group.
would be
Excellent.
what? Okay. Okay. Now listen to this, Jocelyn.
I'm with you.
Diane said, Diane, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but she said she made 32 granny squares on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So, well, I guess how tiny they are. 32, so it's like 15 a day. That's 1 an hour. Holy moly. Okay.
Well, no, not even that. Just it depends on like, was it a 5-round granny square? Because like I could do 5
Oh.
rounds on a worsted weight in a granny square in less than 20 minutes. So like for me to whip out 15 5-inch wide by 5-inch tall granny squares
Yeah.
might be 3 hours, 3-4 hours.
Holy moly. That's
Like
crazy.
crochet is really fast once you get going.
Oh, she said, yeah, weaving in the ends was the longest
The
part.
hardest part, yeah.
Each row was a different color.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, it does sound fun. It does sound fun. Like it does sound fun. Oh my goodness, did I go back?
It's how I got hang on. It's how I finished because I started a blanket first week in January. How many days did I survive before I cast on something? I think like 6 or 7. No, Phaedra, I need this. I did this in less than 3 weeks. It's a full blanket.
Less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, crochet.
Oh,
Crochet is mad fast, guys.
that's good. Oh, hi, Sherry. So Sherry says, yeah, she's really good at instructions in the videos.
Yeah.
Just go as she goes and pause when you need to catch up.
Yeah.
100% something you can do. The videos are just a half an hour long.
Yeah.
So when would we want to start this?
You can't till after Sock Madness and your baby's born. Well, your grandkid's born because you need to knit for your grandkid.
I do.
You actually need to crochet for your grandkid. There's this stupidly adorable ripple little cardigan that
Yeah.
you can make where it's a DK weight cardigan, but it's got this little ripple stitch on the cuff collars, like the hem. This is just freaking adorable.
Ooh.
I made one for a sample for Aaron. Yes, there you go. You can have that. Like, no, you don't get any snacks till after 8.
Yeah, I have never I've knit, I don't know, 2 or 3 baby sweaters, and that's about it. I really have never knit baby stuff. So, but I have a feeling once I start, I may just keep going.
Do you need some love and affection?
But
You
first,
need love and affection?
I
Oh,
have to
okay,
get
good.
this
Come here.
knit back on track.
Well, you want love and affection.
Oh, she's come to visit. I fed Daisy before we started chatting, so that means she's 8 and now she's gone to find a nice cozy spot to sleep.
Well, this one got dinner on time, but wants her snacks early. We don't get snacks till after 8.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Claws in my
Kitty cat.
chest is painful. Don't do it. I was napping on the couch earlier today and she discovered she can lie down the length of me.
Oh,
She's a lot of weight till she lies down. A bug.
all right. I'm desperately helping.
What did I say about the claws?
I said I was going to keep the ribbing, but now I've like pulled half of it out to get back to. Anyways, hopefully well, whatever. If this doesn't work, I'll just pull it all out and start again.
That's fine.
Because what? It's only a few.
It's bulky.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It's like what, 4 rounds?
It's yeah, it is a super bulky. But I am knitting it on tighter needles to hopefully stop all that really bad wear and tear. All right, I think
I am currently not crafting. I'm currently cat holding.
Cat holding. That's okay too.
Yes.
Oh, Sam's joined us. That's nice. Hi, Sam. Amber, oh my goodness, said the baby might need Beans the cat.
Possible.
Highly possible. Highly possible. Oh my goodness, that would be a good shower gift present, wouldn't it?
No.
That could be like the bow on top of the packet, like the gift with like a really big. I'm also at Christmas time, I discovered that I love making bows. So I want to wrap the gift all up, and then make a really big puffy bow. And maybe
I like making big bows. They're
and then
fun.
put Beans the cat sticking in the bow.
That'd be super cute.
That would be really cute, wouldn't it? Oh.
And really, it just needs to be like a cardigan or 2, because you're gonna have to wait till the baby grows into a little person before you get serious about crafting for them anyway.
How many knits does a teeny tiny baby need? That's right.
No.
So you're right.
They need 1 or 2 3-month size and a 6-month size to get them into close to that first year. Then you'll have a much better idea, because all babies have their own personalities. After about 3 months, before 3 months, they're just babies. But once they start going from baby to little human, they start developing quirks. That's when you can start figuring out what's going to work for them and what isn't going to work for them, craft wise.
Ooh, that's right. Sabrina said the baby surprise jacket. I am going to make one of those. because
Cuddle my kitten. I just love her so much.
I tried
Oh,
making
offended cat face.
one. I tried making a baby surprise jacket before, but I don't know what I was trying to do. Somehow I was doubling the yarn. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. But anyways, I didn't like my gauge was like way too tight, and I just gave up or moved on to something else. But I would like to do it again. Sherry says the baby vertebrae is a nice little sweater for newborns. Oh, all right. I'll have to look that
Cardigan.
up.
Make him a cardigan. You remember small children? How fun was it to pull a pullover on them? Ah,
Oh,
cardigan.
yes. As long as you had buttons, or you just pull real quick. You go 1, 2, 3, pull. They cry, they get over it. It's all right.
My
Oh,
sister's
Sam.
kid was a squirmer. We went cardigans. She could put like one half in while the other half went freewheeling. And just then you put the other half in. It was fine.
Oh, hey, Tracy.
Now the child is about my height and likes things 4XL when she's a size medium.
Oh, goodness.
She'll be 17 this
Like-
November.
Like things super baggy.
Yeah, she's 17 this November.
Liz, that's a good, 17. That's a fun age.
16's been pleasant so far. I haven't had to deal with her much, so not my problem.
Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, yes, Liz says when she knits for baby, she tends to knit 1 to 2 year sizes. They grow so fast.
They grow
Yeah.
so fast.
Well, I always like, and I never had a problem putting on big stuff, because especially things that you like. Yeah, if you roll up the sleeves and if it comes down to their knees, well, that's okay. Yeah, then you get lots of wear out of it. Hi, Jen. Oh, says Louise, my granddaughters live. Oh, they live in their so faded mini sweater. I've made so many of those in all sizes. Oh, Jen, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go check out all of these patterns, you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, Louise, I do. It is a little girl. Yeah. Not that I don't know if that makes a difference, because I don't know, I might knit some pink just because, but I'm not. I like bright colors for babies. I'm not a pastel.
Truthfully, humans register primary colors first. So you can make pastel stuff for little people all you want. All
Mhm.
they see is red, yellow, blue primary colors. That's why they're drawn to them. That's why children's toys are made with them, because those are the first colors we identify.
Well, and that's what I think. Like I would do a red or a purple. Anita seems to be picking up lots of little dresses that are yellow.
Yeah.
Which I like. So I thought, well, maybe I could do a nice yellow blanket, a little yellow sweater.
Yeah, red, yellow, blue are the first thing they pick up, and they don't care. They truly don't care. It's for the parents. It's not for the kids. It's for
Well,
the parents.
Of course, most everything is for the parents.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I remember
But
the
that's good.
first crochet cardigan I did for one of my friends. I was like, "Do you have a preference?" He's like, "Acrylic, we're hard on our stuff, and my wife has a bit of a yarn intolerance, so like she finds it a little rough on her hands." I said, "Okay, that's fair." He's like, "Also, first child." He's like, "We also have 3 cats, 1 dog, 4 iguanas, 2 pet spiders." I'm like, "And a partridge in a pear tree." Fair. And they run a business. It's like, there's a store turtle. Like they don't have time to hand wash their own things, never mind their kids' stuff, right?
No.
It's not in their time budget. First thing I made her was acrylic, and it was pink and purple, because that's what I had on hand. And it went out. Loves it. Now the kid wants greens and blues. Her kid can have whatever they want. She's 3 now. She's old enough to voice her opinion.
Yes, and they do.
Oh boy, yeah.
All right, I gotta read Sabrina's comment here.
Okay.
Because Liz, I haven't read it, but I just saw Liz said, Sabrina, that is so funny. So now let's go back and see what Sabrina said. Sabrina said, I made my son monster pants for his 3rd birthday. I put them on him and he said, Mommy, please take your knitting off me. And that was the last thing he got, except for socks. He will always take socks. See, 3 years old. There you go. 3. There again. That's right. That whole make them be independent thinkers, speak up for themselves, and then they turn around and use it on us.
My niece didn't want knits when she was little. She does now, but not when she was little. Not until she was like 8 or 9.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't interested, so I didn't think any.
Oh. Well, I know I'm going to take advantage of this right now. Anita wants me to knit all the things for the baby, so I'm going to do that.
I mean,
And,
now she picks up things here and she goes, "Is this real wool?" Yes, it is real wool. How much
nice.
do you love me? Not enough to give you my real wool sweater. Fair. I'm going to talk to Grandma. If you can talk Grandma out of the money to buy yarn for a real wool sweater, I will then make you a real wool sweater. Deal. Puts the sweater down.
Gotta love that, right?
That's okay. My
Oh.
mom's already asking where her new cardigan is. I'm like, it's not your birthday. That's in August. I said you could have a new cardigan for your birthday. It's not August. It's January.
Yeah, don't. Oh my gosh, yeah, don't start asking till July.
B. It's crocheted, so I haven't even started it yet.
Oh well, then.
She likes the first one I made her. First summer crochet cardigan I made her. So I'm going to make her another one in a different pattern. So she could have 2 crocheted summer cardigans.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, what did I do wrong?
I don't know what you did.
Had trouble dividing.
Uh-oh.
Sherry, okay, Sherry said grandkids are the absolute best, way better than your own children. I'm excited. Let me tell you, oh my goodness, you guys, I'm like, yes, I have to keep reminding myself that this is not my baby.
Nope. You don't have to do all of that work.
No, well, I know that's the thing. I keep thinking, well, I could pick her up for this, I could do this, I could take her this, and I'm like, okay, well, no, maybe I
But you
need
don't have to.
actually want to have her child.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing is that I want to have her, right? I'm like, okay, I am the grandmother. I get to visit. So anyway, yeah, it's gonna be lots and lots of fun.
I suspect you will find that you're going to be very excited to have down days. You're going to love your granddaughter, but it's going to be very nice when you can have a nap in the middle of the afternoon because she's not around.
Probably, yes. Probably you are right. Oh, Louise says, but it's more the style as opposed to the color. I've made newborn baby, the baby vertebrae in DK instead of fingering, and the pattern is fine. Okay. So that's like as far as like the pullover versus cardigan. Is that what you're meaning, Louise? Oh, Nikki's back. Marvel's gone to bed. And Marvel loves her knitting. She prefers her hand. Isn't that sweet? That's wonderful. Amber always makes baby knits in greens, yellows, and neutrals. So that way, if there's another baby, they can use it for the next one. Yes, that's always a good plan too. Oh, Sabrina's son's now 13 and still won't wear anything knitted. Tracy, the Facebook group is the Fiber Friends Friday night knit in. I haven't made a wildflower wool like group because I think
that's a lot.
There's a lot of groups I have to try to keep up with, and so I just stick with the Fiber Friends and make it a catch-all for all of my groups. So you do have to, when you go, Tracy, onto Facebook and you search for it, it's going to ask you 2 questions. Just make sure you answer at least one. Anybody who tries to sign or join without answering any questions just gets declined, because you can't guarantee it's a real person. So just make sure you just answer something, and then we will gladly let you in. Oh, yeah, Sam, yep, just type your question about your mosaic. Oh,
Absolutely.
Tracy's got it. Fantastic.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, no lace, peplum or ruffles. Yeah, yeah, because then that is girly, isn't it? Yeah, simple, just plain knits, and then you're right. Oranges.
Nah.
I have a feeling I want to knit something in gray.
Nah, bring back the 17th century men's clothes. Enough of this girls only get ruffles nonsense.
Well, that's right. Their shirts all had ruffles on them, didn't they?
Heels were designed for men. Women began wearing them because they were a masculine form of clothing.
Interesting. I love all your tidbits on fashion history.
Well, it's just one of those ones where it's just stop and think. If you wear masculine clothes because you want to be considered the equal of man, what you're saying is girly clothes make you less than a man. So it isn't that feminine clothes are weak clothes, it's that you've decided feminine clothes are weak clothes.
Okay.
They're not.
No, but you're right. It's all in perception.
It's all about perception. It's all how we raise it. Like,
Yes.
we get mad at men when they expose their feet because their feet are unkempt and not, tamed properly. But if a man gets a pedicure, well, that's a huge no-no. But why? Why is it a huge no-no for self-care? Why is taking care of one's body negative for men?
Yeah, I don't know.
But if a
Because
woman
that
doesn't
would
care of
be
her feet and you don't see them in sandals in the summer, so much of it's just perception. So much of it's just perception.
it is. But I have a feeling that a lot of that is shifting somewhat now.
Oh God, no.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
I like to
No
hope
way.
that it is that we're
Mm-mm.
starting to shift that
No
to
No
letting
way. We are
let-
not raising young men to be comfortable buying things for self-care. We are not being okay and accepting and encouraging the men in our lives to dye their hair if they're uncomfortable going gray, to be okay with going and getting hair pieces if they're thinning and they're balding and they don't like it, to take them to the pedicurist with us, to make it a part of their personal, like to make it a thing that they do. We make fun of them. We go, oh no, boys don't do that. That's not a boy thing. We're just as bad now as we were in the 19th century.
Well, I like to be hopeful.
We've just changed the words. It isn't
That
corsets
is-
are now defining us as too feminine. You got to wear the bra. It's if you don't wear a sports bra, you wear a bra with an underwear. Well, you're too girly. You're not living your fullest life. What?
Oh, so Liz is agreeing with you here about your color choices, about
Kids only
Yeah.
see primary colors.
primary colors. Yeah, because
Primary
then
colors.
they work for everybody.
They work for everybody.
Right. Oh, oatmeal and gray knits, Diane says. And yeah, then you can add pops of color with accessories for sure. Yeah, then you got lots of options. Hi Elena, how are you?
You have to remember, like, I bought my niece a all over white fur coat when she was 2, just to watch my sister's face. Full on fake acrylic fur, fluffy white coat with a ribbon because that's what she wanted.
Oh my goodness.
Thought my sister was gonna kill me. It's glorious. She was still in her goth stage, hey? So like she had this pretty pink dress and white fluffy coated 2-year-old, and she was full on gangster pants, dyed black hair, spiked. I got confused as my niece's mother for many years.
That's fun. Oh yes, Elena's saying, yeah, we should bring back ruffled shirts, hats, and lots of other things.
Well, think about it.
Doesn't
about it.
typically though in history, doesn't everything kind of come around? Like look at all the crochet stuff that's back in style. Do you think men's frilly
For
shirts
women,
though?
but not for men. Not for men. Men fell out of a sort of pampered or overly communicative style. Like they lost the vibrant prints, they lost the ruffles, they lost the lace, they lost the heels, they lost the beautiful buckled shoes, they lost all of this gorgeous self-expression with their hair and their facial. Like they lost all of that around the 17th and 18th century, and they went to suits, and it was suits till it wasn't suits. Like men have been stuck for a couple hundred years with two options. And the two options now are suit or hipster.
Mm.
And it's always been the suit or the work.
Well, so
they've
how
been
do you
stuck that
go
way for
about
a while.
fixing that?
What I'd like to see is let's get back to suits. Let's get back to printed waistcoats. Let's get back to structured items, which do look good on men. Give them their structure. It's what they're comfortable with. It's what they know.
Mhm.
And let's just start adding colors. We start going, you're not allowed to wear black ties. It's no longer a thing. Your tie has to be a color all the time, period. That's it. Full stop. It's got to be color. It's got to be print. It's got to be cartooned. It's got to be something. But plain ties are for like your everyday. Like you going out on the weekend, your tie should have a tie. Like let's start bringing back those things. Like let's start reincorporating beautifully silk embroidered waistcoats.
That
Like,
would be pretty fun.
let's bring those back. Let men have their heels. It's totally fine. I don't care.
Well,
Let them have their
wait and
knee
see
length
what happens.
tight pants and their big 19th and 18th century mustaches and facial hair. Like, let's bring that back. Because when you look at pictures of men,
Ooh.
those men could rock facial hair. And they had wild facial, just out there in the nines. And you're like, that's groomed. That is groomed, that is tailored, that is kept, that is waxed, that is cleaned. Like there is no way that hair does that on its own.
Oh,
That
see,
hair
Diane's
has had some
saying,
effort put into it.
yep. Well, Diane's saying that her son wears pink all the time and is more pampered than I am.
Yep.
Tell him that's great all the time.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful.
That's where it should, like it should be that level of
Yeah.
common. It should be that level of common.
That's wonderful. Oh, and Nikki says, yeah, so I wonder when, yeah, the site, I don't know, so long since I don't remember this with my own kids, but Nikki says about toddlers seeing only primary colors. Said Marvel's going through her crayons looking for sage green. That's good that she's picking out being particular about her shade of green. I like that.
I don't think it lasts for very long, and I only learned about it because it's the same thing that people who are going blind do in reverse. So like the last colors you see or the first colors you see, and the last colors I will register will be primary colors.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, Sabrina says, I don't want my 6'9" husband to wear heels.
Well, I mean, he probably won't because he already has to duck through doorways, so like he can already see how it's a problem.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see more lime green waistcoats with like purple embroidery up the side.
Oh,
Just chilling for no particular reason.
that would be fun.
I would like to see the death of casual clothes outside the house. I'm in my house, guys. I'm currently wearing leggings and a baggy t-shirt. I am in my home.
Yeah. Yes, outside though.
It's outside
Well,
the home.
we will just have to start all of this with our knitwear, right?
Yeah.
Ah. Well, my mitts are back on track.
Good.
Yes, so now I am not going to decrease stitches. I'm going to carry on with what I have. I think I might actually increase a couple.
Yeah, why not?
Uh-huh.
If it was a little snug for you last time, do an increase.
Yes.
I don't think you'll have to increase much because again, super bulky, hey?
Yeah. But definitely they were way too small. They were the weirdest looking mitts. So, which I knew.
God. Bring
But I
back men in pirate shirts. I want men in pirate shirts. I want men in pirate shirts. Men in pirate shirts.
Ooh. Well,
And tight
there's
pants and knee-high
gotta be-
boots. I want that. Bring
There's
that
got to
back.
be somebody like that out there for you, Jocelyn.
I'm weird enough, no, but that's fine. Though Diana will tell you I'm on a personal crusade to kill the crew neck t-shirt. Personal hatred issues with the crew neck t-shirt.
Oh,
She's like, it's your arch nemesis. I'm like, crew neck.
oh, and you're gonna run. All right. Well, have a great rest of your week. Hopefully, you're getting lots of knitting done.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now I'm feeling so excited that I'm back on track with these mitts. I was a little bummed when I thought I finished the whole mitt. I did all the decreases and everything because I wanted to see what this pattern actually turned out as. And then I was like, oh my gosh. I'm thinking about my whiteboard and I'm thinking I need a finish. I don't have time to pull this out and knit it again.
Well, I mean, if you're starting one mitt on Thursday, you still have time over the weekend to get 2 mitts done. On a super
Yeah.
bulky,
Yeah.
that's doable.
Yeah, I should. Now that, I mean, really, if I sit in this the rest of tonight,
Plus your secret crafting. Cough, cough.
most of it done. Secret crafting?
It's one sock and one leg warmer. It's not like we have big goals this month.
I know we don't, do we? And that means that there is still no guarantee of anybody getting anything done because we're like, oh,
But it's only this
tiny.
thing. I'll put it off. I know us.
I don't need to start that yet.
Oh God. Oh, we are so predictable.
Oh, Louise, I just want the pirate.
I wouldn't say no to that either.
Oh,
So I was talking with a buddy of mine and he's like, okay, time for an honest discussion. And I love this man. He's just, I can ask him questions and he doesn't look at the phone funny or look at me funny. He just gives me the answer. He knows that he's known me long enough. He just knows I'm just curious. Like, I just want to know. I have to know. This is why so many random things are shoved in my head. It's because I'm like, but how did we get there? And I fall down a rabbit hole. I find out. I can't help myself. I have to know.
Yep.
I have to know. So he's the one where I was like, okay. When you zip, do you go left and then zip, or do you go right and then zip? And I mean, he looked at me, blinked, and then answered. And went, why? I'm like, because it occurs to me when I put on my bra, it's always one than the other. But was it the same for men? Is it the same for socks? It's the same way you zip your pants, left to right or right to left, the same way you put on your socks. Do you left sock first, right sock first? And is that the same way you put yourself in your bra in the morning? It's like, these are the level of conversations we have.
That's interesting. And now I'm sitting here thinking, I always put my left sock on first.
Yeah. Things that people don't think about. I put my right sock on first.
Maybe I should switch that up tomorrow morning. Just
I just do.
My needle just fell out.
No. So yeah, he was asking me about romance characters. He's like, okay, so the dudes on the front of the books. I'm like, I'm with you so far. Yes, there are dudes on front of the books. He's like, really? If you met them in real life, I'm like, oh no. No.
Oh well, you don't want to do that.
If I was to meet that personality profile in real life, I would executively drop kick them out of my life. Absolutely will not tolerate that behavior.
That would ruin the whole fantasy. You don't want to meet them.
I don't actually want that kind of a personality. He's like, okay, just checking. Yeah. I'm like, but if we're talking looks, he's like, yeah, that's a whole other thing. I'm like, then yeah, absolutely. But I want my pirate spaceman to be sensitive and read novels and take the garbage without having been asked or getting praise. Like
Oh, Liz, I'm laughing when people say you shouldn't wear something if you're over a certain age. It's a conspiracy in the clothing market. Yeah, I know. I say wear. Yeah, if you like it, wear it.
you like it, wear it.
That's right. The evils of DPNs. That's right.
My only request is that you know where your stuff comes from.
Yeah, and that most
know
people,
where your stuff comes from.
yeah.
know what it took to get it to you.
Yes. Yes. That's
So long
something
as
that
you
we
have
should
that
do.
knowledge and you still choose to wear that item, you're doing it with knowledge, not in ignorance.
Yeah. Yeah. That is very true. Because yeah, most of us don't know that part.
And unfortunately, we're way past the time where we get to pretend that we don't have to know where our things come from.
Yeah. A quick Google search will give you the answers.
Yep.
Um,
And odds are
Sam,
good,
yeah.
like me, you won't like the answers.
Oh, what is this? Oh, Susanna's changing local yarn shops.
Okay.
The Ancient Arts. Yeah. I think. Oh, only 15 more minutes to get there.
Oh,
I
that's
think that's
nothing.
totally doable.
That's like two songs
Yeah.
or the
Two-
news on the
yeah.
radio.
Not
That's nothing.
very. Yeah.
That's not very long at all.
So Sam, I don't know. The only thing, if you said you've got a stitch left over or you don't have a stitch, is go back, go either start at the beginning of the row and check your chart and your stitches, or start at the stitch marker and again do the same thing to see maybe you've knit one extra stitch or one less stitch and you're off by one. Just have to kind of backtrack it and see where you went off track. Oh my goodness. Well, my mitt's on track. That makes me very happy. I should measure it maybe.
Good.
Since I'm just gonna go do my own thing now, I can just do whatever I want.
That's a little freeing.
Yeah, it is. 3 inches. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Increase. I guess I should make some notes so I can do the second mitt the same. Okay, so there we go. I have a cup. Fits nice.
Good.
Excuse me, but yes, I think I'll add a couple more stitches. All right, I think I will just figure that out in a minute or two, but I am back on track. Yay.
Which is
Thanks
good.
for keeping me company while I pulled it all out.
I enjoy doing that while people are working on things. I enjoy working on things and chatting with people on Zoom. It just makes the work more comfortable and more enjoyable.
Well, it does. It does. I would say that too. So, yes, back to thinking. Ooh, I'm back on back sock madness thinking again.
I think a really good warm-up would be to pick up your one socks that you have one sock of and get them
I
finished.
do like that.
So
I
you're
think-
running that FO high.
I like that. I really truly do get in the mindset of, yeah, just feel like I'm just whipping through them, getting finished, and then move right into the qualifying sock and carry on.
Yep.
Like that. Yeah, I think that's my excitement for tonight is going to be going back onto the Ravelry thread and scrolling through the Sock Madness group and seeing what all's been posted, if there's been anything new posted. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
I have to get pumped tomorrow. Season 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina drops, so got to make sure to do some work tonight because there's no Critical Role tonight.
Oh, isn't there?
No, they're so big. They've made a cartoon.
Really?
So, yeah. So it was they kickstarted for a little mini series. And they thought they would get enough money to make an animated cartoon. It's not for children, guys. It's no. There's swearing, bodily function, and exposed girls all within the first like 40 seconds. It's not for kids.
Not for kids.
Not for kids. They raised $10 million on Kickstarter. So they had enough for full first 2 seasons, and then Amazon Prime picked them up and paid for the 3rd season. And when the first season went live last year, they were ranked #1 for the first month they were out on Amazon Prime. Like they were the #1 thing watched on Amazon Prime last season when they came out. So season 2 comes out starting tomorrow, and we're hoping to make them like #1 again.
Oh, that's
so we
awesome.
can get more seasons. And it's an
Yeah.
animated show based off the first D&D campaign that they did.
Oh, that sounds fun. Well, guess you know what you're doing then.
Doing work tonight, so tomorrow I can watch 3 episodes
Oh,
on
you can.
repeat all day and fangirl really hard. Yes, yes,
That
yes, I do.
sounds fun. Ah. Oh, so Nancy's got a cat question. So she
Sure.
says, I'm curious. Do your cats eat 3 times a day? I've only ever fed mine as they need it. And then,
Mine's on a diet.
hmm. Liz says I feed them when the bowl is empty. And
Mine's convinced she's starving at all times.
I just give Daisy her daily allotment of food. She gets it at supper or early evening. So then she's got food all night long and won't wake me up in the like 5 o'clock in the morning for food. And yep, and she just eats it throughout the day and it lasts her a full 24 hours.
Mine gets fed 3 times a day, but that's because she's on a diet. So she has
Yeah.
2 portions of wet and a portion of dry or
Mm.
astronaut food. So she gets her astronaut food in the evening. So that again, she munches on it all night long, and I'm not pestered at 5 a.m. for breakfast. I am pestered at 6 a.m. for breakfast, but that's my wake up time. So like my alarm goes off, the cat's in my face. Fair. Alarm has gone off. That is the human get up sound.
Oh my goodness. So that Elena's saying cats should eat small meals often.
Yes.
8 times a day is the right amount if you don't free feed.
Yeah,
Oh,
she has 3 times food goes down for her during the day, so she eats her meals all day long.
yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're not
There you
supposed to have
go,
big portions.
Nancy.
It's not good for them.
You got some ideas there. Yeah, I've only ever my cats have basically have just filled the bowl kind of thing once a day or whenever. I think with my other cats I did just kind of fill a bowl and let them eat, and when it was empty fill it up again. And Daisy, I might have started to do that. And then when I was trying to control her weight, I went down to actually like measuring out what her portion was for the day and then just giving it to her.
If Phaedra ate all dry food, I probably would, but she eats over half of her food is wet, like over half of her daily allotment's wet food. And crusty wet food's not tasty. So like it goes down twice a day. Because
Yeah.
then by the time she's done eating and it's ready for the next serving of wet food, it's time.
Right. Well, I have a friend who she has a Bengal, and it is the most amazing cat. And she feeds her raw food.
Yeah.
And like
I've
she
heard
just
of that.
will not eat dry cat food at all.
The monster loves her astronaut food.
So it's interesting.
But I mean the monster also loves her homemade wet cat food, so I will make homemade wet cat food from time to time for her. Because there's some stuff you can't get in the stores.
Okay, so Elena says mine also have food available. Oscar likes wet food, so he got an additional portion of that every evening. I've never had overweight cats, so there has never been any need to control the food. Well,
She came to me at 3 months, 4 months, 3 or 4 months, and they'd already neutered her. So like she was neutered too young. And we were really worried about her growth. So like she was fed on demand for her first year of life.
and
So
they would
when
soon get used to that.
yeah, it's hard to scale it back. So we knew it meant I was going to spend years watching her diet. That was fine. Because when she came home, she fit into both of the palms of my hand. Now she's a big, healthy cat. She's just got an extra 2 pounds on her that I'm trying to take off. But it's going to take me 3 years to take off 2 pounds because you have to do it slow with cats.
Liz says she's got one cat that will only eat dry food and one that will eat anything. I know. It's so funny how they're different, isn't it?
Mine won't eat anything that once had feathers. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh.
Chicken, turkey, doesn't matter. She will not eat bird in any format.
Isn't that funny?
will not eat bird.
And
Loves bison, loves
Ooh.
deer meat. So like when I bring home bison and deer for myself, which I do, my dad hunts. So like I get ground deer and it's just like ground hamburger. When I cook it for myself, I cook some plain just for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, she won't touch any bird.
They
And if
really
it's got chicken in the ingredients list, she turns her nose up at it 98% of the time. She's strictly a fish, beef, lamb,
Hmm.
bison, or deer kind of cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she likes. Okay.
Well, then you just, what do? Give her what she likes, right?
And there's a lamb and brown rice formula dry astronaut food. She loves it. So that's her dry food. And then her wet food's a variation of wet fish flavors. And then the occasional bison or deer or fresh salmon from the oven with mom.
Oh,
She doesn't really do snacks. She only eats the greeny snacks because she doesn't know other snacks exist because I've never let her have other snacks.
right.
Or like dried sardines or like fresh sardines from a can with dad. So like when my dad's visiting, dad will eat 3/4 of a can of sardines and he'll share the other sardines with my cat. So like as far as she knows, that's it. Snacks or sardines.
That's it. I gotta make some notes for my mitt here so I can.
Oh yes, no. Otherwise your second mitt won't match your first mitt.
I know. Then you'll hear that whole story on
Oh my
Monday.
God. Don't do it. Don't do it. Make notes.
I'm going to make notes here. New document.
It didn't help. I think she was like 1 or 2. She's 6 now. Somewhere in her first 2 years, she jumped down from her cat tree and landed wrong. So she sprained her front leg real bad. So like for 6 months, I had to run around putting pillows down everywhere she would jump down off of because it took her that long to heal up properly,
Oh my goodness.
which definitely inhibited her movement for a while. There was a lot of mommy cries, a lot of mommy. And I know that cry. That's the I'm stuck or I'm injured cry. Oh, jeez.
All right, gotta remember what I did here. Okay. Increase.
Yeah. It's okay. I did the same thing. I knitted a fingering weight mitten. And I think I was stressed that week. Must have been stressed that week because my tension, like my stitch gauge was really tight.
Really tight? Oh no.
I like normally I'm 32 stitches on this needle size. Today I'm 36. Okay, I'm mad about something. To call my mom, what am I angry about? Mom's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, normally my 32 stitch gauge is 36. She's like, oh, you're pissed. I'm like, yeah, but at what?
Yeah, what was it?
Don't know, couldn't figure it out, but boy, I was angry. Okay.
Yeah, when it changes your stitch gauge, you know.
I was not a happy camper about something.
Oh, how are we talking on? Oh, Nancy wants to know what you're working on, Jocelyn.
Oh, I'm secret crafting, so it's either the leg warmer or the sweater.
I'm guessing the leg warmer, but you can tell us later. You can tell us in 2 weeks.
You'll
what
find
you
out
were
in 2
working on
weeks which
tonight.
one I was working on.
Which one were
It's
you?
mostly because I couldn't bring myself to weave in ends right now. And I finished, I picked up the quilt blanket and I've been puttering away with it. So like I got all the ends woven in for
Yeah.
it. And I've been making additional squares, right? Because I want to see how many squares I can make. But now I've got the ends on my first square to weave in, like the last couple ones hanging out. So I want to do that right now. And I have to work knit, well, work crochet when I'm done this. So
Oh, do you?
So I'm taking a break with secret crafting. So yes, I'm either looking down at my leg warmer or I'm looking down at my colorwork sweater because I got the Nordic Nights sweater for the craft off with Diana for the month.
All right. Well then.
One of the two is happening.
Yeah. Ooh, so what are we talking about? Pizza? Pizza. Oh, turns her nose up at pizza and wanted a tuna sandwich. Oh,
I mean, I'm with them. Tuna sandwich all the way.
well, I don't know. I would have either, but yeah, not often do kids turn down pizza,
Pizza.
is it? No red sauces, Diane says. Okay, oil and herbs. That's good too.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I know, Nancy. Now that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, I haven't had anything to eat yet tonight. I'm thinking, darn, I do not have a pizza in the freezer because that would be really yummy right now.
I had leftover lentil stew.
Ooh, that sounds good too.
I think I should make a spicy lentil soup this weekend. 'Cause it's been weeks since I've had a good spicy lentil soup.
That would be yummy for
I think
sure.
that'd be great for the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm working almost all weekend, so maybe pizza. A frozen grocery
Pizza?
store pizza just might fit the bill for me.
You fit the bill? That's fair.
Yep. Okay.
I like to pan fry that California veggie mix you can get
Mm-hmm.
and stick it on naan bread
Ooh,
and toast that in the oven with vegan cheese on top.
that would be yummy. That would be good. How did we get on food here again, you guys?
I don't know. We almost always end up on food.
Okay, before we wrap up, oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. We are wrapping up shortly.
Absolutely.
What is everybody working on tonight, or what has everybody been working on?
Yes, what are you guys working on?
Yeah. Need some. Have we motivated everybody enough? I pulled out a project and restarted.
We had enough weird history facts. I can give you more. Full of them.
So hopefully you guys are coming along good with whatever, you wanted to get done this month. Can you believe January is almost over?
Where has it gone?
I
Where
know,
has it
really?
gone?
It's just crazy, isn't it?
Gosh. Feels like yesterday was the 2nd of January.
It just, I know, it just really feels like the holidays should have just been, last week. And now here we are moving along in a brand new year. As anybody, if you guys made crafting goals, are you still on track? Have you
I
given
got
up
to
already?
color in my second bingo card already. My second bingo square for the year.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the Study in Snow blanket. It's an FO.
That's awesome.
That's 2 FOs in the month of January. I'm doing great.
Oh, yes, Nikki, you just said you were going to work on that. So Nikki is, okay. Oh, well, okay. Let's finish up with food. Nancy wants to know what makes it spicy, Jocelyn.
It depends on what I'm in the mood to add for spices. So if I'm going with like an East Indian flair, obviously I'm using things like cumin, turmeric, smoky paprika. And if I'm doing more of like a straight up, I just want some kick, then sometimes I'm literally just putting in hot sauce. Like it just depends on what I'm in the mood for. Because the lentil based soup it's diced onions, and I put some diced carrots, and because I put diced carrots and diced onions in like everything under the planet. Then it's like garlic, and yeah, I mean you can make it spicy with garlic and ginger all on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So that I keep adding spices till I get the right flavor combo for what I want. And I'm feeling the cumin, ginger, garlic vibe. So probably ginger, garlic, smoked paprika.
The paprika I would do. I wouldn't do. I wouldn't. Don't think I would do the ginger myself.
That's fair. I like ginger in my things. So
Yeah. Oh, Nick. Yeah. So Nikki, you said you were going to do the night shift shawl. Are you liking it? I'm sure you are. Sabrina's making size 15 man socks.
Oh, that's a big socks.
Yeah. Amber, Foxy Mittens #2 pair. Diane's
Excellent.
working on Granny Square skirt. Oh my gosh, Diane, I cannot wait to see you wearing that.
Ah, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good.
I know. Yeah. Um, oh, Amber, you gave your first pair amidst to your coworker. That's so nice. Nikki has a goal to finish, 24 whips. And you have done 3 already. I'm working on
Good.
the 4th whip, your night shift. Oh my gosh, Nikki, you are on a roll. Keep going. That's fantastic. Sam, you're working on your mosaic dishcloth, some other patterns. Yes, Sam, you guys, has been working on dishcloths. I saw a couple more finishes today.
Good. Good. Good.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to get maybe an official count Monday night.
Yes, I look forward to those official counts on Monday.
Yes. Very exciting. Let's see. Oh, Elena's working on Garden Gate sweater. I picture it being florally or something, or some kind of flower color work or something. Sam, good night if you're heading out.
Good night, Sam.
Yes. Oh, Diane is working. Oh, nope, she's saying good night. Oh, sorry. I thought you were working on something else, Diane. All right. Oh my goodness.
But
Everybody's
we've
got
reached that time.
projects. Yes, and I think we are at our 9 o'clock. Look at that. The night has just zoomed by, you guys.
Which is good. Means I'm closer to tomorrow.
Well, you have fun.
I will.
Look at this. I'm going to model my mitt cuff because look at that. Don't look at my poor old DPNs. These were the only ones that I could find, but you know
That's
what?
fine.
They're extra long and they get in the way a little bit, but you know what? And they kind of looks like a torture
Device.
contraption.
Yeah.
Yes, but you know what? It works fine. It's making my mitts, and the cuff feels so lovely. It's supposed to snow here starting later tonight and through the weekends. So if I get these mitts done, I'll be able to actually maybe wear them in some
Ooh.
snow.
Shiny.
Go figure.
I think you did good. I think it was a good idea to rip back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy I ripped back because they were just like, they were weird looking. They were tight. Yeah. It was just nothing about them that, and I really, really like the yarn. So I want to have a really nice pair of mitts. So gonna sit here now, find something on Netflix, watch a little bit, and just keep knitting is my plan for tonight.
Good plan.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good plan. Keep my waist yarn for when I actually get back to putting a normal sized opening for a thumb in a pair of mitts.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much.
Only
Excuse
2
me.
weeks to check in.
That's right. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Will we have our teeny tiny goals met?
Yield singular sock and yield singular leg warmer. In my defense, my legs are longer than your feet.
That's right. So yours is the bigger project. So we'll wait and see. We will
And
wait.
there's 6.5 inches of ribbing. We all know how fast I am at ribbon, guys.
Well,
The answer is not fast at all.
not fast. All right. Well, I think that is it for us tonight.
Indeed.
And I feel a coughing fit coming, so I think we're just going to say goodnight.
We'll say goodnight if you got a cough, guys. We'll see
I'm
you
gonna
in
have
2
to
weeks.
cough.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a